Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In the last class we have discussed about how to find the roots of the complex number. Okay, so here we have few more examples on the roots of the complex number. So next problem is find the fifth root of unity. Okay, so here given that the question is find the fifth root of unity. Unity means 1. So that here given complex number is z equals to unity means 1. Now we want to find out the fifth root of this complex number, that is fifth root of this 1. Okay, now we want to calculate this one, or 1 power 1 by 5. Okay, so for this we start with finding r and theta value. So here z equals to 1. So that means given complex number is z equals to 1. This can be written as 1 plus I into 0. That means x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 0 here. So that r value is equals to square root of x square plus y square is 1 plus 0, which is equals to r value equals to 1, and theta is equals to tan inverse of y by x. So that is tan inverse of y value is 0 by 1, which is equals to tan inverse of 0, which is equals to 0. So that theta value is equals to 0. Okay, so now we want to represent it in terms of polar form. That is, the polar form is r is equals to, so that is z is equals to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, here z equals to r value is 1, therefore we get cos of 0 plus I sin 0. Right, now we replace this 0 by 2n pi plus theta. Okay, so the next step is replace theta by 2n pi plus theta. Replacing 0 by 2n pi plus 0, that is 2n pi, we get z becomes cos of 2n pi plus I sin 2n pi. Okay, consider, so this equation is, okay, we consider this as equation 1, or we raise the power on both sides, raise power by 1 by 5 on both sides. Why we raise 1 by 5? Since we want to find fifth root of unity, that is z power 1 by 5. Therefore we raise the power 1 by 5 on both sides. Raising power we get 1 z power 1 by 5 equals to cos 2n pi plus I sin 2n pi power 1 by 5. So applying De Moivre's theorem, this can be written as z power 1 by 5 cos, so z means it is given complex number which is 1 power 1 by 5 is equals to cos 2n pi by 5 plus I sin 2n pi plus divided by 5. So consider this as equation 1, and this one is very important for the calculation. So now we substitute n equals to 0, n equals to 1 up to n equals to 4. Since we want fifth root, therefore we substitute n equals to 0 to 4. Okay, now substituting n equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 in 1, we get, so for n equals to 0 we get this equation 1 becomes z power 1 by 5. Now substituting n equals to 0 here, this term becomes 0, totally 0, that is cos of 0 plus I sin 0. We get the first root is cos of 0 equals to 1 plus I sin 0 equals to 0. Therefore, we get 1. So, this is the first root. Okay. Now, for n equals to 1, equation 1 becomes z power 1 by 5. So, substituting n equals to 1, it becomes 2 pi by 5. So, cos of 2 pi by 5 plus I sin 2 pi by 5. So, this can be written as z power 1 by 5. Cos plus I sin can be written as cis. Okay, cis of 2 pi by 5. Okay. So, therefore, this is the second root. Similarly, for n equals to 2, equation 1 becomes z power 1 by 5. So, substituting n equals to 2 here, 2 into 2 is equals to 4, 4 pi by 5. Okay. So, substituting n equals to 2 in equation 1, we get cos of 4 pi by 5 plus I sin 4 pi by 5. So, that the second root, that is 1 power 1 by 5, is, this can be written as cis 4 pi by 5. Okay. So, next, for n equals to 3, equation 1 becomes, so substituting n equals to 3, it becomes 2 into 3 is equals to 6, 6 pi by 5. So, therefore, z power 1 by 5 is cis of 6 pi by 5. So, next, for n equals to 4, equation 1 becomes z power 1 by 5. So, substituting n equals to 4, we get 2 into 4 is equals to 8, 8 pi by 5. So, therefore, we get cis 8 pi by 5. So, therefore, the fifth roots of unity are, so that is 1 power 1 by 5 are, first root is 1, second root is cis 2 pi by 5, third is cis 4 pi by 5, next cis 6 pi by 5, next cis 8 pi by 5. So, these are the 5 roots of 1, that is fifth roots of unity. Okay. Next problem, find the fourth roots of unity and represent them in the arcant plane. Or solution. So, now we want to find 1 power 1 by 4, or this can be written as fourth roots of 1. So, that we consider z equals to 1. So, implies that x equals to 1 and y equals to 0. Therefore, our value is square root of 1 plus 0 is equals to 1, and obviously theta is tan inverse of y by x is tan inverse of 0 is equals to 0. Okay. So, thus r equals to 1 and theta is equals to 0. So, now representing in polar form, we get z is equals to cos 0 plus I sin 0, right. So, next we raise power, next we replace this 0 by 2n pi plus 0. So, replacing 0 by 2n pi plus 0, which is equals to 2n pi, we get z equals to cos 2n pi plus I sin 2n pi. Okay. So, we want to calculate fourth root of unity, that is 1 power 1 by 4. Therefore, we raise, so that is raising power by 1 by 4 on both sides, we get z power 1 by 4 equals to cos 2n pi plus I sin 2n pi power 1 by 4. Now applying De Moivre's theorem here, it becomes z power 1 by 4 equals to cos of 2n pi by 4, which is equals to n pi by 2 plus I sin n pi by 2. Okay. So this is the required equation. Here angle is n pi by 2. So this angle is called as the argument. Okay. Now for four roots we need to substitute n equals to 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now substituting n equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 in 1, we get, so for n equals to 0, equation 1 becomes z power 1 by 4 equals to cos of 0 plus I sin 0. Okay. So substituting this, so we get cos of 0 plus I sin 0, that is z power 1 by 4 equals to 1. Okay. This is the first root. Next, for n equals to 1, equation 1 implies that z power 1 by 4. So here substituting n equals to 1, we get cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Okay. Now so simplifying this one, we get z power 1 by 4 cos of pi by 2 is 0 plus I sin pi by 2 is equals to 1. We get it is equals to 1. So thus the second root is I. Okay. For n equals to 2, equation 1 implies z power 1 by 4 cos of 2 pi by 2, that is we get cos pi plus I sin pi. Now cos of pi is equals to minus 1 plus I sin pi is equals to 0. Thus the third root is minus 1. Next, for n equals to 3, equation 1 implies that z power 1 by 4 cos of, substituting n equals to 3 in equation 1, we get cos 3 pi by 2 plus I sin 3 pi by 2. Okay. So that is we get cos 3 pi by 2 plus I sin 3 pi by 2. This cos of 3 pi by 2 can be written as cos of this one, cos of pi plus pi by 2. So cos of 180 plus theta lies in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant cos is negative, therefore it is negative cos pi by 2, but cos of pi by 2 is equals to 0. So this one negative of 0, or it simply it is 0. So similarly this can be written as sine of pi plus pi by 2. So again it lies in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant sine also negative, therefore negative I, as it is sine of pi by 2 is equals to 1. So therefore it is equals to minus I. So z power 1 by 4 is equals to minus I. Okay. So therefore the fourth root is minus I. Thus the four roots of unity are z power 1 by 4, which is equals to 1 power 1 by 4, are 1, minus 1, so 1 or 1 I, minus 1 and minus I. So these are the fourth roots of unity. Okay. So these are the fourth roots of unity. Next we want to represent it in the arcade plane. For that we draw a circle with the radius r equals to 1. Since here we got r value is equals to 1, therefore we draw a circle r equals to 1. Okay, now we draw a circle with radius r equals to 1. So this is the arcane plane, that is x axis, this is x axis and y axis. Okay, here we have drawn a circle of radius 1. Okay, so this is the circle. Now next we substitute n equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 in the z power 1 by 4, argument of the z power 1 by 4, that is in this argument n pi by 2. Okay, so now substituting n equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 in argument of z power 1 by 4, that is in equation 1. So that is theta is equals to 2n, sorry, here theta is equals to n pi by 2. So we substitute n equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 in theta is equals to n pi by 2. Okay, so substituting n is equals to 0, we get, so theta is equals to, on substituting n equals to 0, we get 0, and substituting n equals to 1, we get theta is equals to n pi by 2, that is pi by 2. Next substitute 2 pi by 2, so 2 get cancels, we get pi, and substituting n equals to 3, we get 3 pi by 2. Okay, so on substituting n equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 in theta is equals to n pi by 2, we get theta is equals to 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2. Okay, now we draw the lines theta is equals to 0 and theta is equals to pi by 2, theta equals to pi, and theta is equals to 3 pi by 2. So you can observe that theta is equals to 0 is the x-axis itself. Okay, we draw theta is equals to 0, therefore it lies in the x-axis only, so which is equals to positive x-axis. Okay, now theta is equals to pi by 2, definitely this will be the positive y-axis, so this is theta is equals to pi by 2. So here this point is theta is equals to 0, definitely this will be theta is equals to pi, and this is theta is equals to 3 pi by 2. Okay, so on drawing, so that is we draw lines for theta is equals to 0, which is equals to positive x-axis. So next theta is equals to pi by 2 equals to the positive y-axis. Next this is same, it is equals to, so this theta is equals to pi, pi means 180, this is equals to negative x-axis, so it is equals to negative x-axis, and definitely so this will be equals to negative y-axis. Okay, now got this one, this is theta equals to 0, theta equals to 3 pi by 2, theta equals to 0, theta equals to pi by 2, so sorry, this is theta equals to pi. Okay, so you can observe that here r is equals to 1, this x distance is equals to 1, but this y distance here in this line, for this line, okay, we write the points for this line p, x-axis equals to 1, but y-axis here it is equals to 0. Okay, for this point q, so this point, this distance is again 1, so this is y distance equals to 1, but x distance is 0, therefore we can write it as 0 comma 1. So similarly for this one, r is equals to, so this is negative of x-axis, so here this will be minus 1, so minus 1 comma y distance is 0. For this point s is equals to, it is negative of y-axis, but x-axis is 0, therefore x-axis is 0, but y-axis is minus 1. So therefore we can observe that all these points represent fifth roots of unity. Okay, that is the point which this circle cut these lines are, the first point is P equals to 1 comma 0, second one Q equals to 0 comma 1, R equals to minus 1 comma 0, and theta S is equals to 0 comma minus 1. So these points represent fourth roots of unity. That is, if you transform this into complex number, you will get 1 plus 0i, that will be 1 only. So transforming into complex form, 0 plus 1i, okay, you add I, okay, so this is x value and this will be the y value, x plus iy, okay, x equals to 0, y value will be 1, therefore it becomes I. So this one minus 1, this is minus I, okay. So these, that means by the geometrical and theoretically, so that is on theoretically we got the values like this, the fifth roots of unity. So theoretically we got fourth roots of unity are, so these are the fourth roots of unity. By the Argand plane also we get fourth roots of unity are 1i, minus 1 and minus I. So both are verified, okay. So this is the geometrical representation of the fourth root of unity or representation in the Argand plane.